Hey guys, and welcome back to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. This week's ROM hack recommendation is a Japanese game which has been translated. Let me try and get the name correct. So it's Oira Jajamaru Sekai Daibouken. Now this was recommended to me by a subscriber of the channel called Tariq. So thank you, Tariq. This is the second game that he's recommended me. The first one being Super Luigi Land, and this one being the second one. So this game actually translated into English is I Am Jajamaru, The Great World Adventure. And I can see why Tariq recommended this, and looking into this game I can see why it sold well over in its native Japan. It's very different. The mechanics feel different, the jumping feels different, but it is just such a nice game and a pleasure to play. Now guys, before we get too into the video, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, then a subscription and a like is super appreciated. It is the best way you can support the channel. But this game is fantastic. Now I'm playing this on the Analogue Pocket. You can play this wherever you like. I intend to put this on my Gameboy DMG because I love my Gameboy DMG and I want to put that on there, and I will play it on that as well. But you can play this on RetroArch or MiSTer, wherever you see fit. There is no right or wrong way of playing it. It's all about having fun and whatever option works for you. But let's go over to a capture card and kind of have a look at some of the aspects of this game and have a little dive into this. Right, I really like the way that stretches, or should I say unstretches. It looks really good, especially for a Game Boy game. So Ninja Jajamaru, the Princess Sakura, I think has been kidnapped. I'm not sure if that's your girlfriend or if that's just a princess. I'm pretty sure they looked cozy near the beginning of the game. So it's your job to rescue her. Now, one thing you'll notice about this is when you press jump, if you hold down jump, you will just keep jumping, which I think is a very good mechanic. And pretty much every time you kill an enemy in the game, you're rewarded with some health. So your health just kind of keeps going up. Again, different, unusual than how normal games are. And you can change the direction of your ninja stars. So if you move it up and press fire or down and fire, your ninja star will go in that direction. So those little whatever they are, cats, unicorns, no idea what they're supposed to be, but the guy looking thing, they remind me of Mr. Karate from like the SNK games, which is very interesting. So this game was for the Game Boy, the one we're looking at. It was released in 1990. Now Ninja Jajamaru has had a few games over in Japan and on a different few consoles, ranging from the Famicom, or what we know as the NES, the arcade MSX, WonderSwan. Now one thing I found very interesting was the boss battles in this. So here is the first boss. There's a little bit of conversation. So glad it was translated so you can actually read this without me having to give away much of the story. Now when I encountered this boss, I was like, okay, what am I doing here? I've been grabbed. And then you kind of realize, okay, while the boss is floating around, you're kind of caught up in its head and a stretchy neck, and you kind of pick your moments and fire your ninja star as it kind of rotates around. Now I really enjoyed this. I'm a big fan of like Game Boy DMG games, and this is a game done really well. So wherever you decide to play, you are definitely going to have fun with this. And if you're a Game Boy fan like this, a Game Boy fan like me, sorry, you'll appreciate this more. See, the first boss wasn't too difficult. I found it okay, and I'd done it on my first attempt. But again, the dialogue's good. I like the way the characters look, the way the avatars look, and everything else. Now there is a Nintendo Switch compilation available. I checked it out on the eShop. It's priced at $12.99 UK. It's got a variety of games in there, including like a DX, a color, like a Game Boy Color version of the game. As well as that, we've got strictly limited games who are bringing out the same compilation for the Nintendo Switch as a physical, which is available to pre-order, as well as a PlayStation 4, but most interestingly as a Game Boy cartridge. Now this level here is a little bit tricky to get used to because you stick to the ceiling, so it's almost like the ceiling has gravity as well, and if you just tap jump a little bit, you kind of jump upside down, something that I didn't quite get used to straight away, but I'm sure if I played it a little bit more I would get used to it. But yeah, there you go. Like what a game. Like a really good game. Again, a massive thank you out to Tariq for recommending this. I checked it out And I never ever heard of this game before. I knew nothing of it until Tariq told me about it. So yeah man, props to you, really like this game, and I'll be looking at this series some more, and I may just pick it up for the Switch if the digital version goes on sale. It's $12.99, which is reasonable for what you're getting, but a lot of these games do go on sale, and I've got such a big back catalogue, I'm not in a hurry to get it. And from what I understand, the Game Boy Color ROM, or the colorization of this game, it can actually be extracted from the Switch version of the game if you know what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing, it's not something I can do, but I recommend this. This is my ROM hack recommendation of the week. I will leave a link in the description of this video of where you can get the hack files if you want to translate this ROM yourself, or you can just play it straight in Japanese if that's something that you want to do. But either way, check this out. I think it looks really nice with the green screen, but it's up to you how you guys play it. Here's the second boss, and I think this is where my days get numbered and I get taken out. Okay guys, so that's it. That wraps up this video. I hope you enjoyed the ROM hack recommendation this week. As always, keep your recommendations coming in. Because of you guys and you guys recommending me games, I'm finding a lot of new games. I'm finding a lot of new ROM hacks, and I really do appreciate it. Anyway guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, then a subscription and a like is super appreciated. I'll see you guys around in the next video, and I'll see you guys around in next week's ROM hack recommendation. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.